It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank here on AM 1160 WCCS 101.1 FM. Jack Hanna is with us this morning, coming in to talk about an event that is happening on Wednesday, but also about the overall situation which calls for an event such as this. It's going to be happening. It's called the Sam's Potluck Dessert Night. It will be at the Calvary Presbyterian Church Dining Room, Wednesday starting at 6:30. Good morning.
Good morning. A pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, it's good to have you with us. This is sponsored by something called the Refugee Working Group.
Yes, that's a group of people that are members of the university community and also Indiana that's existed for about a year and a half, almost 2 years now. We have sponsored about 5 or 6 events that include educational programs as part of the 6 o'clock series over at the university regarding immigrants and refugees, and also fundraising events to assist students who are in need of financial support to be here and obtain their education from IUP.
Certainly the group of refugees about which we have been hearing so much lately, Syrian refugees. And when we say the Sam's Potluck Dessert Night, SAMS stands for Syrian American Medical Society. And it's good to know that there is an organization here in Indiana, just as there are similar organizations all across the nation that are shining a light on this group of people who are in such desperate need.
Thank you for saying that, and we're very happy to be a part of trying to assist people that include hundreds of thousands and millions of people that are displaced as a result of the war, civil war that's occurring in Syria. SAMS is an organization that's existed for about almost 20 years and facilitates medical missions to allow doctors, students, and volunteers to participate in medical and surgical missions to Jordan, Turkey, Lebanon, Greece, and have served over 60,000 people. They are an organization that's affiliated with the United Nations and also a group called Doctors Without Borders, which are physicians that go throughout the entire world providing medical services to people in dire need. The war in Syria has now continued for over 6 years as of March 15th, 2011. Since that time, there's near 1.5 million people who have been killed. There are 1 million people that have left the country as refugees. Internationally, I'm sure many people have seen the television clips of people desperately trying to cross the Mediterranean Sea and in boats that are unsuccessful. There are also over 6 million people within the country or on border countries to Syria, such as Jordan and Lebanon, 6 million people homeless. It's a war that has really exemplified how things have changed for the worse compared to the 20th century. There are now military operations that are being conducted that not only target military installations, but also purposefully and intentionally and specifically target bakeries and food markets where people and citizens are located, and hospitals themselves. Many tens and scores of medical personnel have been killed as a result of intentional military operations there. That's why this group so much deserves people's support and attention. They risk their lives in order to provide medical services for people in desperate and dire need.
We certainly have seen the pictures most recently of the children who were so harmed by the Syrian situation. There is a Pittsburgh chapter of SAMS, and its president is Dr. Ez Eldin Mukamal, and he is actually going to be at the event on Wednesday at Calvary.
That is correct. He's a physician affiliated with UPMC, is a native of Syria, and is now a United States citizen. He's personally provided and traveled to that region of the world to provide medical services, and he will be making a presentation explaining what SAMS does and how it has an important humanitarian impact on the people that live there and are victims of circumstances above and beyond their own choices. In addition to Dr. Mukamal's presentation, we will also have a Netflix movie entitled The White Helmets, and it will be shown that Wednesday evening. Also, it's a documentary that follows volunteers of the Syrian Civil Defense Force, which also is affiliated with the United Nations. And the movie won 2 Academy Awards just 2 months ago as a Best Documentary Short Subject, 40 minutes long. It's a very impressive documentary, and it helps provide context and information as to what's happening there and what good can be done from a very terrible, tragic situation.
Jack Hanna is with us this morning on Indiana in the Morning. It is a potluck dessert night featuring a dessert buffet, and it will be at the Calvary Presbyterian Church dining room coming up on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., coordinated by Calvary's Mission and Outreach and Hospitality Grace Committee, several other community organizations, and sponsored by the Refugee Working Group. And you'll be accepting donations, of course, to Sam's.
We will. Thank you very much for saying so. Yes, we will, and we encourage people to come and learn about this important event and tragedy that's occurring, that's affecting world politics and many hundreds and millions of citizens from Syria and adjoining countries.
I think it's very important as well that this is Calvary Presbyterian doing this, and a part of that has to be the realization that faith is a one-world community, really, isn't it? There are different faiths, there are different ways to express your spirituality, and Calvary stepping in to do this points that out to us.
Absolutely, and Syria and some of the other countries over there are very unique in the sense that their populations consist of several different religions, not only Muslims and Shia and Sunnis, but also Christians and several other different sects. And Syria is very much a special, unique place. Legend has it for many, many years that Christ was raised in one of the areas of Syria as a child and before returning to Jerusalem. So it has a very special place and note as far as the Christian religion is concerned.
The event coming up on Wednesday at Calvary, again, it's at 6:30 p.m. in the Calvary Presbyterian Dining Room. Will people have a chance to meet Dr. Mukamal and to talk with him and with others about the situation?
Yes, that's a part of the entire presentation. This is not only a fundraiser, but it is also a program to teach, educate, and have people learn what is occurring, why it's occurring in that place in the world, how it has an impact not only there, but also in the United States, and what future countries and the entire world's political representatives can do to prevent this kind of thing from happening.
I'm sure there will be a lot of literature for folks there as well, but the opportunity to meet somebody who has, and probably Dr. Mukamal, being affiliated as a doctor, has experience firsthand with the Syrian situation, and so he'll be able just to put a face on it and meet somebody who has been there and has worked with those folks and understands their situation better than any of us can is going to be so beneficial.
It really makes a difference having someone share their personal experiences as opposed to just watching something on TV or hearing it on the radio. It makes it very tangible and real, and that's a good thing no matter what.
Absolutely. Anybody can come. It's happening on Wednesday, 6:30, Calvary Presbyterian Church Dining Room right here in Indiana. Jack Hanna, thanks so much for coming in to tell us about it.
Thank you so much for having me here. It was a pleasure, and look forward to any and all that would like to attend. It will be a special event. We hope you can make it.
Very good. It is.